Your problem isn't failure. It's that you keep resetting instead of building. My name is Desiree Santana, and I'm the host of the Built Not Wished podcast. This is the podcast where people who are building their dream life instead of wishing for it come to conversate. So if you're one of those people, you're in the right place. And if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Let's jump right into it because these episodes are about to start getting longer and it's a lot of important information. So let's get into it. You're not starting over. You're staying stuck. I know when you start over and start fresh, it feels like you're doing something right. But that is not the case. You're only holding yourself back without even realizing it. And I know a lot of you, I was there before, are in that position where you just think that starting over is helping your life somehow. But you have to see the bigger picture, okay? Every restart feels like progress to you, right? You feel like you're making progress by starting fresh, but just stop, okay? Because you're actually staying stuck in the same cycle over and over and over again. And over time, you're not getting anywhere. See, you think you're building momentum, but you're actually stopping the momentum. So I want you to start catching yourself next time you want to start over or start fresh. And just realize you're killing your momentum, okay? You can be so far in life, so much further to the finish line if you just stop restarting or resetting, okay? Let's be real. Every time you restart or reset, you're just burning yourself out. It's keeping you tired and it's keeping you from being that badass that you want to be. Okay, listen up. If you keep restarting, you are never going to be where you want to be in life. And that's just the truth. Okay, because you go all in and then something makes you want to restart. Then you end up quitting and burning out. And it's the same thing over and over again. You're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself that doesn't need to be there. Okay, you're trying to be perfect by restarting. Oh, if I restart, I'll do this better. I'll say this louder. Talk more clearly, but you're killing your momentum. And I know I've already said that, but it's just the truth. And I need you guys to realize this. If you really want to build your dream life, quit starting over. Okay. We are continuously building momentum and we are not quitting. Why start over? Do you really think you're going to be better? I mean, wouldn't consistency be better than starting over? Stop trying to be perfect. It's stopping you. It really is. Why restarting keeps you broke? Okay, first of all, inconsistent actions equals inconsistent results. That is exactly today's point for today's episode. If you keep being inconsistent, you'll always stay broke. It's consistency over perfection, literally. That's how you will get far in life. Not by restarting over because you want to make it better. By staying consistent is how you will get to the finish line. And I know you guys can do better. And you will. You're quitting right before you see things compound. If you just stick around long enough and don't stop, you will start seeing the money flow in. You will start seeing the results. But you have to get dead ass with yourself and realize what you're doing. And you need to stop, but not stop working on your goals. You need to stop restarting, okay? Like I said, consistency over perfection. You will never get to the point where you're making six figures or even seeing any type of money come in if you keep restarting. Seriously, ask yourself, do I want to keep regretting everything? Regretting not taking action, regretting starting over, regretting not staying consistent long enough to see the actual results that you're looking for? No, I'm pretty sure your answer is no. So realize and stop yourself. You need to start taking accountability and using your brain a little bit to stop yourself and catch yourself before you end up just killing all your progress. You'll never be perfect enough. So stop stopping. I want you to remember this. Money doesn't come from intensity or how hard you go or how perfect you are. It comes from consistency. Money doesn't come from intensity. It comes from consistency. All the rich people that you look up to or successful people you look up to, they are only where they are at in life because of consistency. You're not seeing any changes because of this whole starting over shit. You're killing your progress without even knowing it. You're always in beginner mode. There's no identity change because you're always in beginner mode. Stop being in beginner mode. You're not a beginner. You will keep being a beginner if you keep restarting. So enough is enough because you're not building any long-term habits by starting over. You need to just stay consistent. That's how you build real habits that change your life. You don't lack potential, you lack follow through. You see, starting over is honestly a hidden addiction without you even realizing it. You get this dopamine hit by beginner mode energy, the starting fresh. You get all pumped up. Okay, I got it this time. This time around, it'll be better. Let's go. But it's keeping you stuck. It's not the dopamine hit or the addiction that you want to have. Trust me. You want to be addicted to staying consistent enough to get to the damn finish line. You don't want to be addicted to starting over. So that's where I say take accountability and realize and stop yourself from stopping. And I get it. In the moment, you think you're doing something right, but you're actually avoiding the hardest part of it all, which is actually continuing. And that's the most crucial part. So seriously, guys, walk in, okay? See, a lot of you love the process of beginning, but not the process of actually building and continuing. The real problem equals identity. You just see yourself as someone who starts over. Like, instead of someone who follows through. That's why your identity isn't getting you where you want to be. That starting over type of vibe that you identify with right now is killing you. And that honestly makes you insecure in the long run because you're never someone who keeps pushing through. You're just being someone who just keeps starting over, making excuses. Get real with yourself. Enough with the excuses. Enough with killing your progress. It's 2026, you guys. There are so many resources out there. I mean, literally, there's no excuse for you not to be where you want to be in life. There's AI, there's technology, there's just all these different resources out there, and there's literally no excuse, like I said. There is no reason you can't be where you want to be in life. If someone else can have it, why can't you? They're utilizing these resources, and they're not starting over. They are continuing. They are building momentum. Built, not wished. Building, okay, like construction, for example, it takes time, progress. When they're building houses or whatever, businesses, warehouses, they have to keep going in order to get that beautiful building that's finished. Do you ever see like the construction site where they just gave up out of nowhere? I mean, I know it's very rare, but it's like, do you want your life to be like that? I don't think you do, okay? So you need to start taking accountability and stop starting over because that is what's fucking with you. You need to have the rule of non-negotiables. And what I mean by that is if you're having a bad day or you're tired, show up. Show up anyways, even if it's just 10% of your energy. I've had to learn that. There's days, as a mom where you just don't feel like you can get anything done towards your dreams, any type of actions because I'm exhausted. It's chaotic, but you need to. Even if it's 5-10% of your energy and your focus, it's better than nothing. Seriously, guys. No time, show up anyways. I know you have a little bit of time that you can squeeze in to put action into your dreams. No excuses, okay? Because people get it wrong. They're always trying to be perfect. But see, consistency is when you keep going without stopping, and you need to live by consistency and discipline. If you want to be successful, if you want to be rich, you just have to not stop. I get it. As a parent, you feel like you don't have enough time or things are too chaotic or you never get a chance to be alone. I understand, but don't let that be your excuse. You don't need a perfect routine. You just need to keep going and put in the work, even if it's just a little bit. Like I said, if it's 5-10%, good job. Be proud of yourself. Fucking celebrate because you're actually doing the damn thing instead of just wishing and sitting on your ass and starting over. You are staying consistent and you need to pat yourself on the back if nobody else is going to do it because that takes real courage. And that is what's going to get you to the finish line. So celebrate. Do the damn thing. There are no excuses. There's no reason. You're not stuck because life is hard. You're stuck because you keep starting over. Enough is enough. If you are watching this episode, there's a reason. This podcast is for people who execute. People who do the damn thing. So don't be some sorry ass excuse or sorry ass person who didn't live their dream life because they were too afraid or they were starting over, too busy thinking that they don't have enough time, just making excuses. Don't be that person. That is embarrassing and you're only going to have regrets. People think life is like we get double lives. We don't. There's one life to live and it's not very long. And I know that hurts and it's hard to hear, but it's the brutal truth. Life passes by. Okay. It really does. It flies by fast. When you look back at your life, I don't know how old you are. Maybe you're 20, maybe you're 30, maybe you're almost 40 or whatnot. Think about your life. Hasn't it flown by pretty darn fast? Yes, right? So what are you waiting for? Why keep starting over? Why not just keep continuing and see how far you can get? Because you're destined to succeed if you just don't quit. So enough of the starting over energy. That's all bullshit, okay? Save that for New Year's or not even that. Fuck that. Just quitting. Stop killing your momentum. Why don't you see how far you can get? Because I bet you it's going to blow your mind when you see how much progress you can make by just not quitting or not starting over. You're not failing because of your circumstances. You're failing because you think you have to be perfect every time. And I want you guys this week to start applying this to your life. I know you guys have your own type of goals in mind, and that's what I love about life, okay? People have all kinds of dreams and imaginations and things that they want to do with their life, which is super cool. I think it's awesome that we all can pretty much do whatever. I mean, we live in an amazing time where there's no restrictions. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And there's so much opportunity with social media, and it's only going to get better and better. You know, I heard that Instagram is actually going to start having Instagram shops, kind of like TikTok shop, but I don't know what they're calling it. But anyways, it's a similar thing. And you know how much opportunity and abundance that TikTok shop brought to you guys and to creators? I mean, man, it's booming. There is no excuse, you guys. There's so many resources. And things are just getting better and better as technology improves. So why keep waiting? Why keep starting over? Right now is a great time to start, dude. It's never been easier to build a business, to build a brand, to scale. You just need to put in the work and get to action and start building your dream life. Okay? So this week, apply it, you guys. If there's something that you're doing, like maybe you're starting your fitness journey barely. Okay? I've been there. You know, I started in February, dude. And yes, I'm 30 pounds down already. I'm back in the 100s. I'm filming this on May 7th. Okay. And I just recently left a relationship that just wasn't serving me anymore. It was about to be 4 years, literally in a week. And it's tough. It's hard. I didn't want to let go. You know, I always kept staying, even though I knew it wasn't serving me anymore. And I don't want you guys to be stuck like that. Okay. This is a new chapter. And an abundant one, a successful one. So you need to celebrate and get to work. Like I said, apply it this week. If you're starting your fitness journey, don't quit. Go. If you're a mom, work out at the house. I do that all the time, whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever I can get in. It's something and it's better than nothing. Okay, guys, apply it and watch your whole life change and transform. Your life won't change by starting over. It's going to change by not stopping. All right. So if you guys enjoyed today's podcast episode, like I said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what you think. And if you want, turn on the notifications so you don't miss an episode. We have new episodes every Tuesday at 9. All right. And I know you're serious about building your dream life, so lock in. And if you're serious, I have a bonus. Again, if you didn't get it, I have a few different bonuses on my Stand store. I will have the link in my bio or description. Check it out. It's totally free. Just type in your email and download it. It's called the Change Your Mind, Change Your Life Guide. I also have the Manifestation Reset or the Busy Mom Fitness Starter Guide. There are no excuses, okay? And I love you guys. I know you can do it. I know you guys can succeed and kick ass. You just have to stop starting over, all right? So stay tuned for next week's episode. Remember, apply it this week, okay? Love you guys.